As traffic thinned to a trickle and crickets rose to a chorus, the night settles into a soothing hum. A drowsy blur when...
All right, watch the traps.
The curtain goes up on Grand.
There's a house coming down the street.
It changes everything about the night.
So I whipped around and parked in a parking lot and walked up here.
Unless you were asleep, you couldn't miss it.
Our Netflix went out, so what are we supposed to do?
You guys are doing a good job.
From its original spot at 40th and Ingersoll, it lurches east, just inside the streetlights.
They got enough, but just enough.
Over the power lines that had to be lowered.
Little bit.
Squeeze past the branches. Oops, that'll happen.
I'm trying to figure out what it costs to move it. It's got to be a ton of money.
That's a common question,
Just keep chugging through.
and it's Billy Bell's business. He makes an unfathomable concept seem routine.
You select the best route you can find, and then you see if you can get it approved.
Police, fire, utilities, the city, they're all involved.
I understand they're taking it to Sherman Hills.
He's right. It'll become Brad Argo's dream home.
It's a seller's market. Couldn't find a home that we liked in the neighborhood we liked, so we had to move one.
Since it was slated for demolition, Argo got the house for free. He's worked for some 18 months putting together the move, but now could only stand and watch with the others.
I do apologize for any inconvenience that this caused for anybody, but I do believe that a lot of the residents that live along this street are having a good time tonight.
Who won't remember the side of this? East on Grand, west on Ingersoll, north on MLK. Speed limit 30, unless you're driving a house.
I imagine we're going 4 or 5 miles an hour now. At least 4, maybe 4.
Bell's crew has to constantly coax the load along.
Ho! Ho! Ho!
The guy that crawls under the house is just nuts.
As it struggles up the hill, it's clear what an enormous project this is.
I can't even imagine. $100 grand, $200 grand.
Go get out there and watch your tail swing!
Turns get tight again once inside Sherman Hill.
Do I cringe when I see it going closer to a streetlight? Yes. Do I trust the movers? Yes.
You all right? Keep coming!
Billy Bell has moved hundreds of homes, taken 2 over the Saylorville Dam this year. This is peanuts.
Didn't even run over the neighbor's flowers. You see that?
I saw that.
Yep.
A new space
Hup.
for an old place.
Sweet! You're done!
Price? About $150,000 so far.
Now it's where it gets real. I have to fix this thing up and make it presentable to the rest of the neighborhood.
That'll have to wait. For now, it's time for the night to resume. Tomorrow, we'll have a story to tell. In Des Moines, Andy Fales, Channel 13 News.